Hello everybody, welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. So real fast, I don't want to make this too long for an intro, so I'm going to try and compress it. Thank you very much to our fans. Thank you very much to our patrons. Don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book, any other applicable links. And don't forget to check the end of the videos for details on our contest. I'm going to be running a contest on the main channel, and I'm going to have a couple of contests on the Patreon, so don't forget to check that as well. Got a bunch of signed books and stuff that I want to give away. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Don't forget to check those links down below, guys. Got more information down there. Catch you soon. So for this video, I want to talk about one of my favorite authors. I've talked about him many times in the past. If you are a fan of science fiction, if you're a fan of space opera, if you are a fan of Omega Force, for instance, you've got to check out this author, Andew Moriarty. If you're an Omega Force fan, you got to check out his Imperial series, Imperial Smuggler, Imperial Deserter, just great series. If you're just a fan of science fiction and space opera, you just got to check out his series, either one of his series. So this one is Revolt in the Palace, which is the latest release in his Adventures of a Jump Space Accountant series. And that's a really cool series because it's a little bit different. He really focuses a lot more on more cerebral things that normally wouldn't come out in a lot of science fiction. Of course, he still does some of the little hand waving on things like faster than light travel and things along those lines, because science fiction people, it's expected. You don't need to explain to me how we jump between stars. I expect there to be some sort of jump drive, otherwise it'd be kind of tough to do. And of course we have things like Alcubierre drives and stuff like that. But Jake, I was going to say borderline, but not really borderline, his autistic sensibilities in the first few books and lack of confidence and things like that, and his progression. The character had really progressed and really came into his own, and really seems to have become exactly what was expected of him, with his intelligence and his ability to plan, his ability to think and always be one step ahead, despite how incredibly often he gets shot by his friends, or girlfriend even. But his ability to plan, and his ability at the end to somehow end up coming out the winner, because he plans and plans and plans. That progression of him to being able to do that, of always having that ability, but lack of confidence, and then gaining the confidence, and gaining an understanding of himself, and finally coming into his own, has been really fun, and has really made for an awesome series as Moriarty continues to flesh out this I can't say universe, this galaxy that the former empire, this now defunct empire, had created, this spanning empire, this huge thing, and then just vanished for reasons. And I think his other series is going to explain those reasons, what exactly happened, how the empire crumbled, and maybe some of the aftermath of that, which I'm really looking forward to. But what's cool with Revolt in the Palace is that Jake does not show up in this book at all. The main focus of every book in this series prior to this, and now he does not show up at all, and yet this is an utterly fascinating book and extremely difficult to put down. We're back in Jake's home system. We've got the relatively newly minted new emperor, basically the last of the imperial line that was proclaimed emperor within this system, and was slowly trying to expand it out and rebuilding the power base. We've got these free traders and the space stations, and then the planet, or the moon actually itself, and their political interactions. We already dealt with one war between them, and that was well planned out, and now we've got more political things coming in, more people looking to seize power, to take control via one way or another, and we start seeing some of the other people besides Jake that are major powers or have the potential to really influence things within this system. Jose Miriam in particular. And Jose was kind of positioned in the previous books as, at first, a superior to Jake, and then eventually more of a rival in a way, technically kind of sort of sometimes his boss, because he would be communicating orders from the boss to Jake, but then sort of positioned as a rival. Jake has come into his own and has his own skills and abilities, and then we've got Jose right there, and they weren't working at cross purposes. They were working together, but definitely positioned as sort of future rivals. Eventually, they're both looked at as people that could potentially be leaders within this burgeoning system that will hopefully turn back into another empire one day. And this time around, now we're focusing on Jose. This mostly focuses on Jose. Does focus a little bit on Miriam and the new political system they're trying to create, the councils and the counselors, and who would take over in the event that something happened to Dashi as emperor. You know, who would seize that power, who would rightfully own that power, and who would be most capable of taking care of everybody and taking care of the system and this burgeoning empire. That's what a lot of this book is focused on, and it's fun. It's a blast. It's awesome. To me, the last book was the worst in the series. This one is right up there as one of my favorites in the series. I've already read it twice. It's awesome book. And as many books as I have to read, it's very, very difficult for me to have the time to reread one of my favorite books, and yet this one, I had to do it. Andew Moriarty, one of my favorite authors, and you guys have got to check him out. Please check him out. Again, one of my favorites, and I'd like to see him just blow up. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will catch you next time. Bye now. Welcome back. So for our contests. So for the contest here on the main channel, I'm going to be running 2 contests for this month. The contest will end at the end of April. Just email me at reviewsin10@gmail.com. Put contest in the subject line so I do not skip past it. I do get a lot of emails. And I'm actually going to be running 2 contests. Email me for the first contest. Email me your suggestions for 4 categories of books. You don't have to send me 4 suggestions. Some people don't read certain categories, and that is certainly fine. Just email me your suggestions of books that I have not reviewed. Doesn't mean I haven't read them, but that I have not reviewed, in 4 genres: sci-fi, lit RPG, cultivation, and the harem lit. Of course, I'm missing fantasy, but that comes up a lot with cultivation and with lit RPG and with the harem lit, so I'm just kind of leaving that one out. And I will pick of my favorites. Out of that, I will pick a winner, and I have a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn, and that will be going to that winner. I do actually have a bunch of books for further contests as well, but it's a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn that I will send out to the winner. And the second contest going on the main channel is pick a book. Pick a book that you've read that I have not reviewed, and email me a quick little personal review. If you can talk me into reading that book, the winner of that one will receive a signed copy of J.J. Thorne's Apocalypse Assassin, right? Yeah, Apocalypse Assassin, which I've reviewed this one. I've also reviewed Advent 9. So again, put contest in the subject line, and if you're interested in maybe getting a complete set of Mickey Kare's or the Heavy Weight of It All Book 1, also signed, check out our Patreon. I've got 2 contests that will be going on there as well. Thanks everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the videos, and don't forget to email me. Bye now.